Okay, so this is the full explanation of the nasal cycle. You see, there are structures within your nostril, up, not the one your hands can reach. There is a chamber made of bones called turbinates. So these chambers have some spongy erectile tissue within them, and this tissue has blood vessels. I'm going somewhere. You see, in order to humidify and warm the air, these turbinates have to use blood as a medium because blood has both warmth and moisture. So that's why they have that spongy tissue within them. And these blood vessels within the spongy tissue can dilate and constrict. So when they dilate, they fill with blood, and you see that's why you have the swelling. Now, when blood flows in massively into a place, it makes the place warm. And also, the blood vessels have some slit spaces where just a little fluid from the blood can leak out and create moisture within that space. That's how the blood is used to moisturize and warm the air that you breathe. Okay, so why the nasal cycle? You see, during that period of congestion, if you notice, that's where the nostril is obstructed because when the turbinates swell, the spaces between them reduces, and that's why you have that narrowing. So imagine both nostrils were doing this at a time, you would hardly breathe. And so that's why your brain regulates it. So while one nostril is resting and accumulating moisture, the other one is now open because it had previously accumulated moisture for about 2 to 5 hours. And that's what it can use. That moisture can now last for a period of time till it dries out again. Then there's a switch. Are you seeing? I hope that makes sense. Okay. So yes, that's the primary purpose the nasal cycle serves. Secondly, there is a benefit for olfaction. Your nostrils also help you to perceive odors. But how you perceive in the first place is that the gaseous chemicals from these substances evaporate into your nostrils, and those gases are dissolved still within the moist surface within your nostrils. But you see, these gases are different. Some of them are heavy while some of them are light. The light gases can attach to your receptors even at that high speed flow rate. I mean, in the wide nostril. Now, the wide nostril blows in and takes in air at a faster rate. So, those light gases can pretty much get in and get through even at that speed. But the heavier molecules take their time, and so they will need to go in slowly. So, they will take time to bind, and then you can perceive them. So one nostril that allows a slower flow of air. So the other nostril that has a lower flow rate is now used to perceive those heavier gases. All those odors that are not so strong, they are just mild and kind of cool. Maybe some perfume that is not so obvious and harsh. Those cool smells. And some subtle odors. Yes, that's where the narrower nostril plays a role. So that's another case where the nasal cycle comes in really handy. There could be other reasons, okay, but these are the two very significant ones.